So now let's take a deeper look at the impact of these possible strikes on civilians across the country if Iran and its proxies do, in fact, act. For more on those preparations for a possible Iranian attack, we now welcome Dov Maisel, the Vice President of Operations for the United Hatzalah Emergency Response Organization. Dov, thank you so much for your time on this day. A highly unusual situation for Israelis, waiting and waiting for an imminent attack from Iran and some of its proxies as well. United Hatzalah has thousands of volunteers across the country. So what kind of preparation is happening right now?
So actually our preparation has begun months ago, after October 7th, understanding that a multiple front war is a possibility, and as such, we've been in constant preparation on many fronts. I would say that the most basic one is training, re-equipping, stocking up on equipment throughout Israel. 7,000 volunteers spread out in communities throughout Israel are, bracing for impact now. And yes, in the past weeks, it's become much more imminent, and we've been taking many measures in preparation for such an escalation.
In the case of a possible blackout, in the case of possible drops in communication, so to speak, a shutdown, what kind of advice are you giving citizens right now?
So on two fronts. First of all, internally as an organization, we've been preparing for this. Over the past months, we created a backup system which isn't reliant on the regular data and cellular tower communications, with both landlines, antennas, and the satellite communications, in order to provide a reliant system that the volunteers in the communities will be able to continue responding to the day-to-day emergencies and, of course, the war-related one. What I would say to the general public is, should you be in an incident where in your community there is a collapse of communications, your cell phones are not working, your phones are not working, go out to the street. If someone is in need, if someone's suffering a heart attack or an injury, go out to the street, and our volunteers will be there on the street. We've changed our protocol so that volunteers from within the communities will be screening the streets for these emergencies. Hopefully, this won't be the situation, but with lack of all communications in such an extreme situation, our volunteers have been ordered to go out to the community streets and meet those people in need.
You were talking about training for wartime, and obviously this has been ongoing since the 7th of October. Volunteers are obviously risking their lives to protect others. How do you protect the volunteers? So,
yeah, as we saw on October 7th and the days to follow, the volunteers are selfless. They understand that they're in the communities, helping other people in the communities, their own neighbors, risking their lives. So what we're trying to do is provide them with the layer of protection, protective gear, ceramic vests, bulletproof vests and helmets, the minimal protection that we can provide them while they're going out and risking their lives in order to save others.
Dov Maisel, the Vice President of Operations for United Hatzalah, thank you, and thank you for your incredible volunteers from all across the country working right now in extremely dangerous circumstances. We appreciate you speaking to us on I24 News.
Thank you very much, and we hope it'll all stay just in plan and not be put to action.
Absolutely.